practice its impact on household in the case of agriculture. There are districts, North Shore, Oromia, national regional states of Ethiopia. So first, let me introduce the HARAMAYA report. The external examiner, Dr. Muri Nafipo from Virginia University, and internal examiner, Dr. Zakala from HARAMAYA University, and myself, University from HARAMAYA University Economics. So you will have 5 minutes for presentation, and first introduce yourself and proceed with presentation. The floor is yours.
Okay, thank you. Chairman, external and internal examiners, audiences, thank you all for being here today. My name is Beifa. Today I'm going to present my thesis work on climate smart agriculture practice and its impact on household welfare in the case of Apichinal district, which is found in North Shawazam in Oromia National Regional District of Ethiopia. So here is my presentation outline. In this presentation, I will begin by discussing some part of some introduction part of study, which includes background of the study, statement of problem, objective of research, and the then conceptual priorities, and the research methodology. I will discuss description, study area, types of data sources and method of data collection used in the studies, sampling techniques and the sample size determination method, and data analysis method. Finally, I will present the Beifa results, including its conclusion and the recommendation. So coming to the introduction practice, background of the studies, climate change is recurrent natural disaster with global implication. This is emerging as a major threat to agriculture and economic growth worldwide, particularly it affects food security as a globalist. The effect of climate change diminishes production yields by limiting water availability, reducing soil fertility, and damaging natural resources and ecosystem. Particularly, the climate change affects rural households in developing countries like Ethiopia. In developing countries, including Ethiopia, agricultural sector plays a key role in improving food availability and achieving food security. It is also a main source of export commodities and income both at household and national levels. So in Ethiopia, agriculture is dominated by smaller farmers who produce more than 85%. However, these smaller farmers are effective in Ethiopia because they use insufficient inputs, they produce their getting outputs, they are lack increased tolerance, and they are not resistant to climate change effects. So, in addition, agriculture is also affected by climate change related problems such as flooding, droughts, and different land degradation. As a result, ensuring food security and improving household livelihood is being a major challenge in Ethiopia. So what are the solutions? Different solutions are being proposed to reduce the negative effect of climate changes and to help smallholder farmers who are primarily affected by climate changes. Accordingly, Ethiopia has developed its climate-friendly agriculture sector ever since implementation of the climate resilient green economy policy in 2012. One example of such action is climate smart agriculture practice. Climate smart agriculture practice is an agriculture practice that sustainably increase productivity and thereby enhancing household income and achieving food security, building resilience to climate changes, which is called adaptation, and reducing or removing greenhouse gas emission, which is called mitigation. So, climate smart agriculture practice has three main pillars: productivity, adaptation, and mitigation. However, a little is known about factor and impact of climate smart agriculture practice in combination farming at household level or micro level. Therefore, a better understanding of farming doctrine, behavior of climate smart agriculture practice, and the social welfare impact is critical for effective policy. When it comes to statement of problem, with current growth rate 2.8%, the population is expected to reach 129 million by 2003, which is putting more strain on already limited arable land in the natural sources. As a result, the agricultural sector is facing a significant challenge in meeting food demand for this growth population, and this is also partially affected by climate change effects. As a result, farmers are being put into poverty and food insecurity more frequently. So in this regard, this adoption of climate-smart agriculture practice has been recommended by researchers, policymakers, and other stakeholders to address the agricultural practices of climate change and improve household welfare. However, despite the potential benefits, the adoption of climate-smart agriculture practice remains low among smallholder farmers in Ethiopia. This is because different factors discourage farmers from adopting these practices. Different studies have been conducted to understand the impact that influence the adoption of climate-smart agriculture practice and to evaluate the impacts among the farmers households in different parts of Ethiopia. However, the majority of the previous studies on adoption of climate-smart agriculture practices and the impact on household welfare have only focused on particular practices such as soil water conservation. However, farmers are commonly choosing with a selection of practices that can be used as combination, as complements or substitutes to reduce and adapt to climate change. Other recent studies studied by Technical and afterward were conducted at national level. However, this may make the result to generalize about specific households. Therefore, unlike the majority of these previous studies, this study was incorporated a combination of climate-smart agriculture practice to evaluate the impacts on household welfare in terms of food consumption, expenditure, and income. When I come to study areas in Abidjan practice, most farmers are experience low income and food insecurity due to the result of climate change effects. Therefore, this calls for the formulation, delivery, and dissemination of agriculture adaptation practices to address the negative impact of climate change and to help the smaller farmers who are affected by the change. On the other hand, there is a lack of research on the impact of the combination of climate-smart agriculture practice on the household welfare in terms of food consumption, expenditure, and household income in central and northern highland of Ethiopia in general, and in the Abidjan district in particular. That is why this study focuses in this area. So this study has three specific objectives. The first one is to identify the main climate-smart agriculture practices adopted by farming households in the study area. The second one is to identify factors that affect the adoption of climate-smart agriculture practice. And the third one is to evaluate the impact of these practices on household welfare in terms of food consumption, expenditure, and household income. Here is the conceptual framework that guides these studies. So to save our time, let me go to the next one. The next one is research methodology. As I said before, this study was conducted in Abidjan, which is found in North Shawano, in Northern National Regional State of Ethiopia. Another one is study of data source and negative data collection. In this study, both primary and the secondary source of data was used. The primary source of data were collected from farm households, so randomly selected from descriptive. As a data collection process, this study uses survey questionnaire. However, before conducting the panel survey questionnaires, the preliminary test was conducted to ensure questionnaire reliability. And also, the interview were conducted with experts from Strategic Agriculture Office and Development Agencies in order to collect the data on the climate-smart agriculture practices implemented and adopted by farmers in the study area. On the other hand, secondary data such as background information on the study area was obtained from coverage and district agriculture offices. When it comes to sampling technique and the sample size determination, this study uses two stage sampling techniques to select coverage and respondents. So, in the first stage, 3 coverage were randomly selected from total of 20 coverage. This is because pharmaceutical producers in the study area are the same in their programs and also farming system is the same. So these 3 samples present the total coverage. In the second stage, respondents were randomly selected by using a probability proportional to the size sample techniques, and the sample size was calculated by using the Yearman formulas. When I come to method of data collection, both in these studies, both discrete size and economics model were used in order to address objective of the researchers. So, in discrete analysis, we use the mean percentages, chi-square, and efficiencies as statistical tools. On the other hand, models such as principal component analysis, multivariate probability model, and multi-domain linear switching regression were used. A principal component analysis was used to identify the grouping the model of climate agriculture practices used by farmers in study area. The multivariate probability model was used to analyze factor implementing the climate smart agriculture practices in combination farming. This model was used because it allows for the potential correlation among the climate adoption of climate smart agriculture practices. The multi-domain linear switching regression was used to balance the impact of climate smart agriculture practice on the household for holding welfare, that is income and food consumption expenditures, and this model was chosen because it used to capture both observed and unobserved factors that may affect this adoption and the outcome variables. So here is the result and the discussion parties. The first one is identification and the grouping of climate smart agriculture practices by farmers, which is related to policy objectives. Here is a principal component analysis results. So, before interpreting the quotient and the components, it is important to see the appropriateness of the models. So, we use the case made or measure of sampling spacing to study. So, this value should be greater than 0.25 to apply principal component analysis. So, in this result is 0.780, which indicates that using principal component analysis is appropriate for this data. Next, we look at eigenvalues. Eigenvalue should be greater than 1 to take the components for interpretation. So, from among 12 possible components, the first 3 components have eigenvalue greater than 1, as we can see from these tables. So, the next one is loading coefficients. These are called loading coefficients. Loading coefficients should be greater than 0.3, and we take the highest loading coefficient for interpretation. So, practices such as use of reduced tillages, crop residuals, using the cropping and the crop rotation are combined together and they are given the name conservation agriculture. The next one is component 2. Under component 2, practices such as use improved forages, using rotational grazing, livestock tree improvement and diversification, using improved livestock areas, and they are combined together given the name livestock management practice. The third components include practice such as using compost and manure, improved seeds, using traces and land seeding, and they are given the name integrated soil fertility management. So this is an indication of the combination of climate smart agricultural practices used by farmers. So from the 3 components we can get 8 possibilities.